All right, let's get it popping. Hey, welcome to Xpression. This is episode 45. I am Timothy Wallace, and I am sitting here with a true lyricist and an intellectual artist. Um, all around genius with the pen, I would say. Like he got some hard stuff. So, none other than Darionne. Everybody give it up for Darionne.
Appreciate you.
Y'all can do better than that. Come on, give it up for Darionne. There we go.
That's the second time you done said something that I don't feel like I live up to.
Man, what? Why not? You don't think you do? You don't think you're a lyricist?
I do what I do.
Yeah, man. You gotta be more.
That's how I like to think about it. I do what I do.
I mean, that's good to be humble though. It is. It's good, but you hard. You hard. All right, let's not pretend here.
Hey, I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. I want to take you through your projects. First is Through the Motions 2. The main thing about that is I really can relate with this album, especially 1,000 Hours. Puts me in a place of my life where I realize time, because what you were saying in there and makes me aware of it. It makes me understand that the things that I don't accomplish aren't permanent, stuff like that. Time and perception is what I think is what this is all about.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And here in this lifetime and stuff like that. And you could waste it or you could use it to your advantage, but life makes you feel like it's forever. You know what I mean? Just the day-to-day. So what really brought about this whole process of this album?
So
through the motions too.
So about however many years ago, let's say about 5 years ago, one of the very first things that I put out, this was before I had any social media or whatever. I'm just back when I was just getting started, going to the studio or whatever.
Yeah.
I put out this little 3-track EP called, it was Through the Motions, Part 1. And that was at a time where I was real fresh in the studio. I hadn't even really been writing songs for no more than, I don't know, a year or something like that. Looking back on it, I understood what I was trying to do with that project, which was a lot of what you explained, going through certain situations during your day that got you feeling like X, Y, and Z, and that transfers over to your whole life. But I felt like I didn't get nowhere near close to that message on that first one.
Okay, and this is why this is 2.
Right. So, like I said, it's 3 songs. The artwork is whatever it is, blah, blah, blah. So, as I got a lot more seasoned in writing, I just always kept that same topic in mind. And I was thinking, maybe I should just take that same message now that I'm a better writer. I'm aware of a lot more. I'm older. Let me actually put some real thinking into it and say what it is that I'm trying to say. And a lot of that, literally the title, a lot of that is going through the motions.
Right.
And if you look at the track list on it, it goes through the time of day. Certain songs fit whatever mood I typically felt like in that time of day.
It was like an interlude. You got a few interludes where it's just instrumental vibe. I like that,
Yeah.
On some night riding, and you still kind of going through the motions.
Yep. But I wanted it to be the same loop because that's literally through the motions. You driving to work, you got whatever song, whatever energy you got.
Yeah.
Get to work.
Yeah.
You might still be in that energy. You might I don't know what type of job most people got, but if you hate your job, you you might come up out of it a little bit sometimes. If you like it, you might stay with that ride you had. But come afternoon, driving home, probably in a whole other different mood. You thinking about other stuff. You done had conversations with people.
A few things through the day that has shifted your, emotions and stuff.
Right. And then going straight through the night, and it might be a completely different vibe then. So I just wanted to take that, focus on everything that I personally think about on a day-to-day basis, people that I speak to think about on a day-to-day basis, things that I see on a day-to-day basis. So I just wanted to write something that I know people can recognize once they see, and then kind of form that own vibe for themselves.
No, I definitely get that from this project. It's definitely a relatability to it as far as like going through the motions, through either through the day or the week.
Right.
This is a part of this whole situation, and it's moving. It's constantly moving,
Yeah.
And also the production was a little more focused to your mind in comparison with Art for the Artist to me.
Right.
Like Art for Artists it's a nice body of work, but I feel like through the motions too, and then now you explaining that you didn't get what all you wanted out in the first one, makes even more sense with the second one. It's like I could feel it. I could feel that you put a lot of like points where it's like this has to fit with what I'm saying. And what's that process like for you? Like what does album mode or writing a song look like for you?
I'm gonna give you the spark notes. So basically, a lot of my inspiration, part of the reason I wanted to make this project again, comes from every day, like conversations, whatever event might be happening, X, Y, and Z. So my process is trying to recognize when I see something that I have a lot of thoughts about throughout the day. Like, I don't know, you read a headline or you hear about something with sports, X, Y, and Z. And when you're thinking about who you can like talk to or whatever to like get that out, I like to hold on to those. So I keep attention to what's going on through the day. After that, I'm usually listening to music all day. So on top of the subject matter that I'm just giving through like regular stuff, I'm surrounded by a lot of different music because I'm playing it on my way to work, at work, on my way home, X, Y, and Z. So a lot of times I can match what's happening with a certain vibe, and I like to keep both of those things in mind. And then when I go to write and when I'm ready to put an album together, like a concept or something like that, I just use both of those methods of inspiration that I just try to focus on through the day to day. So even if I'm not writing or like coming up with a hook or doing this, that, and the third, I'm still thinking about whatever. So when it comes time to do it, it's right there.
Yeah, just keeping the tools sharpened, just throughout the day and stuff. Keeping you inspired.
Yeah.
Like that too. Is there love in the CLE?
I think so. What about you?
Me?
You seen something? You know where it's at?
It's somewhere. I think it's there. It's there.
It's out in Maple.
Could be. It's in different places. You never know. Yeah. Could be in Euclid. Could be in South Euclid. Could be in Beechwood. But who knows? Who knows? But I think it is. And I just wanted to bring it up because you got this song "Love." You know what I'm saying? So, is there love here?
I think so. Yeah. Growing up, I've seen a lot of people really stick together, and really help each other through a lot, whether they knew him or whether they didn't. Like me personally, and I'm pretty sure everybody here, like you have people that you met, like friends that you really consider family.
Oh yeah.
And like it don't matter what anybody say, whoever you meet, that's my brother, that's my sister, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And that stuff ain't just in New York, it's not just in California or whatever. And like people really come together when need be. Maybe not as often as some people might like.
Right.
Yeah, I done seen a lot happen in Cleveland. I done seen a lot of people come together.
No, I think it is. Because especially nowadays, you know, I think it's a lot more love going on. I think people are starting to realize like that collaboration aspect too. You know. But it's love here, man. Even way we just rep everything, you know, down to sports and all that stuff.
Dog,
man.
we burned a man's jersey.
Because
we left.
We very emotional about our city for sure. So I'm gonna switch. No, wait, I got one more. My light. I gotta touch on that one. It's a very emotional one.
Yeah.
Because that's what we literally deal with in each generation. You know what I mean? Just that. And the conversation we talking about is with, was it Alec Baldwin?
James Baldwin.
James Baldwin.
James Baldwin.
Not Alec Baldwin. That's a whole ass actor and shit.
Giovanni. I keep forgetting her name.
Tommy know her name.
Yeah. I was looking to see if
I'm gonna have it up on the screen to correct us. But that conversation was just real, you know. You think about like relationships or what you got to deal with in your household that reflects how you act in the house. You know, exterior forces could be possibly affecting your ability to be maybe the man you should be or need to be.
Right.
But it's so much clouded, you know, stuff that goes on. What was you really trying to touch on in my light?
The main thing I wanted to do was speak from myself and kind of let the two of them say it, have a conversation about it, bring up the topic, but I'm kind of in my head.
Your perspective, yeah.
Yeah, like, and that goes back to how like I write songs in general. Just that conversation might have been a conversation that I had that day or that week or something like that. So when I find that clip, when I find that beat X, Y, and Z, I've already been having the conversation they've been having. I've been connecting myself to it. So when it came time to write that song, the main thing I wanted to do was speak about my relation to that. My things that I've seen in the household, things that I personally have done that I'm not too proud of, things that I've seen other people that I respect highly do things that they're not proud of.
Based on environment. You know, that's really the main thing.
Environment, repetition.
Yeah.
You don't know what you don't know, so.
Yes, man, it's crazy. It get tough, you know, I even try to just, you know, try to do things that keeps my mind as focused as possible so I can come home and be the father I need to be, the man I need to be in my relationship too.
Right.
Because it get difficult. It really does. Especially in, you know, we talking our era, you know.
And you probably seen it get difficult, like either firsthand or
because I'm watching my parents and, you know, like watching what we grew up in, whatever that was, into what I'm doing now. So, yeah, that's a deep, you know, topic there. It really is.